Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of Draft Room. I'm your host, Matt Sparks, and we are here with defensive end Warren Thomas out of Midland University in Fremont, Nebraska. How are you doing today?
Good. How are you?
Doing good, doing good. Well, so just start off by telling us a little bit about your background, where you went to high school, college, things like that.
I went to I'm from East Texas, school in Missouri City, high school in Missouri City, Texas. It's called Ridge Point. I played in offensive line my senior year, actually. Then I actually went to Midland out of college. I played O-line, and I just didn't want to play O-line anymore. So I had transferred to Lamar University in Texas in Beaumont. But I was ineligible to play at the time. I was in D1 eligible, academically. So I waited. Staff got fired, so I went over to Kilgore. And then I played DN. I got down to about 220 at the time. I was playing DN there. And I walked on. I ended up starting, actually, about 7 games most of the season. And then I went over back. I knew some people at Midland there telling me to come back. So I actually went back there. And I redshirted my first year. I was able to get a little bit bigger. Pretty good for me. And then I played my Midland DN. Was pretty good. We had the most year in the conference. And then last year, I think the most turnovers. I think like top 5, top 10 in the nation. Yeah, it's pretty fun.
I gotcha. All right. So you went to Midland, but you said before that, I want to focus on something you said before that. You said you played offensive line.
Yeah.
And that's interesting to me because last year we had a guy on the show in the first season that switched from defense to offense, and he said that really helped him to know what kind of moves defensive players would use on him as an offensive lineman. So I want to ask you, moving from offensive line to defense, did that give you an advantage for you to know how to pass rush more effectively?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Big thing, actually. Really just seeing like how people would think if I was able to play guard and tackle, just seeing how people would think if I would play a line or how with angles and things like that, how I would attack somebody. So, yeah, it definitely helped for sure.
Excellent. So you're 6'2" and a half, you're 245, and you run about a 4.7 40. That is pretty athletic by any standard. So did you play a lot of other sports when you were growing?
I played like with my friends and stuff, other sports, because I was kind of like O-line, growing up bigger. I was bigger growing up. So I played basketball. I was not really on the team. It's really just football. But I played other sports. That's fine. I'd always play like football or some are soccer, basketball, stuff like that.
All right. So tell me, as a defensive player, what do you feel your strengths are? What's the strongest part of your game?
I feel like I'm quick, very ball, just getting off, and also just pass rushing is a big thing. I think that would be some of my strengths.
Okay. Do you have any weaknesses to your game that you feel like?
I'd say just being stronger, getting upper body wise, probably be one thing I feel.
Okay. So you're heading into the NFL, which is the ultimate team sport, right? You can have the greatest quarterback in the entire world, but they won't succeed without a team around them. So, what specifically makes you a great team player?
I mean, I just feel like most people try to make plays, but I feel like I'm trying to do my job while at the same time make a play because it helps. Because you might not always, make the play or be the one who makes it, but you can help somebody else do it, or disrupt the play. So I feel like just doing my job just like to a high level, not just doing it, just trying to do it to a high level and just accountability. I've always, work hard and walk on and have to earn my spots. I feel like that's another. Most people are given a lot of things and they work for it. I feel like that's another thing I have and most people don't.
So, what I hear you saying is you're willing to make the kind of plays that don't necessarily show up on the stat sheet.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of NFL teams center around those complementary pass rushers, right? You have the guy that gets all the sacks, but the one guy that's critically important to the team is the Taco Charlton type that causes pressure from the other side and forces them into a sack. I like it. I like it. So the NFL draft is coming up. We're like 2 weeks away from being into draft season, and of course the Senior Bowl's this weekend. So what are you doing right now to prepare for the NFL?
I'm currently working out with my teammates, and it's kind of hard for me to go back to my strength and conditioning coach, with the corona and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm with work at the Warren Academy out here in Omaha. Probably try to go there pretty soon in February, do some more draft prep. But currently I'm just working out with my teammates and some other coaches and trainers.
Excellent. There's a lot to be said for that familiarity with your teammates because they know how to get the most out of you. So there's a lot of guys. There's like probably more than 1,000 guys trying to get drafted right now. So what are you going to bring to the NFL team that you end up on?
Just work at willingness to do whatever they ask. Just energy as well. I like just bring energy. I love the game. Love watching the game. Just at home, chilling, doing anything. I mean, just that energy, enthusiasm, and love. Not just doing it for money or doing it because somebody thinks I should do. Doing it because I love it. Just being willing to do whatever I got to do to help the team.
Excellent. Have you received any advice along the way that really sticks out to you that you would like to share with other draft prospects trying to make it into the league?
See, advice. I've learned a lot. There's been so much. Heard so many things. I don't know. Just oh yeah. Just a thing I learned is about giving just effort. Just that was another thing that's just giving like crazy effort, no matter what. Always giving effort, not giving up is a thing I learned just my life in general from my parents. Because I could have gave up a long time ago. Just said no, I don't want to play no more. Or I don't want to go to school no more. I didn't. And I feel like the thing that my parents had, instilled in me.
All right. Okay. So, is there anything else you would like to say before we wrap it up here?
Not really. Thank you for talking to me, give me the opportunity and everything. I don't really have anything else.
All right, man. Well, thank you for being on with us. You've been on Draft Room, and we look forward to seeing you have your name called on draft day or shortly thereafter, man. Have a good evening.
You too. Thank you.